This week, we take your old decks of cards and convert them into beer. I mean, not directly, that would be complicated alchemy. That's difficult, hold on. This free beer courtesy of Audible. Welcome to the show that was single-handedly responsible for the great alcohol shortage of 2009. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Howdy folks, I'm your host Brian Brushwood, and this week we have the simplest card miracle ever. All you need is 5 random cards from an old, trashed out deck, tear them in half, and you have free beer. I mean, you actually have to be at a bar for it to work. You can't just tear them at home and then suddenly free beer appears. It's more complicated than that. Oh my goodness. We got Colin, we got Jeanette, we got Jamie, and we're gonna learn a card trick.
All right.
Colin, it's good to have you back, sir. After you
Glad to
cracked
be
my
back.
ass up. Okay, let's do this. Just take what, 5, let's pick 5 cards. Let's just do.
You want to pick? You want me to
No,
do it?
you know what, screw you. You don't get to pick. I'm gonna pick all the cards.
How is this fair?
Screw me, screw you, sir.
This is magic. I'm the magician who's used to hiding cards up my sleeves. I'm going
Here's
to
what
pick
we're gonna
5
do.
cards for you.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 5 random cards. I actually don't know what the cards are, but I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna tear them.
Well, hello.
Heavens.
I know, right? Hold on, let me make sure I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay, good. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start mixing up these cards. And you can tell me to switch at any time. All right, so I'm gonna start cycling through these cards, going through them one at a time.
Wait, what does
Okay.
switch
And then
mean?
you can say switch, and then I'll switch over to this pile and start rotating through
right.
these cards, all right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna spell out, will the cards match, and just see what happens, okay? This is a very open-ended prediction.
Okay.
Which one do you want me to start with, left or
That
right?
one.
This
The
one, all right.
right, yeah,
I'm
do
gonna
it.
start by, I'm gonna spell out W-I-L-L, and I'll move a card each time. Whenever you want, you say stop, and then
Okay.
I'll switch it to the other one, all right? So here you go, W-I-L,
Switch.
you sure?
Yes.
All right, there you go. W-I-L-L, and we
I'll
end
do
up right
another.
here. There we go, so we'll put those here. All right, and then and continue on this one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The T-H.
Switch.
You sure?
No. Keep going.
Oh, I've been overruled.
Overruled. There we go. Will the, there you go, that, and then you want to switch or this one?
Switch.
Switch, all right, here we go. Cards,
Yes.
C-A-D.
Well, 2 cards are gonna be
R.
pretty boring now. Now. Switch.
Wow. S. So will the cards, there's this right here, and then I'll continue on this one. M-A-T-C-H, right? M-A-T-C.
All right, you're done. Yeah. You're done.
H. All right, match.
You're done.
All right, there's that.
You're done. You're good. Yeah.
All right,
What do you
all
have?
right, here's the thing. Random
Yes,
cards,
yes.
grabbed out of the middle. No idea what the cards are. Tore them in half.
Hey,
You
random.
guys decided which ones I switched at which time,
Right.
and we just spelled out, will the cards match?
All right. Okay.
And will they?
They already match. You can tell by
I
the way they're
know,
broken apart.
I know, yeah. Seriously.
Boom.
That is
And
awesome.
boom.
Oh my God! Look
Right?
at that.
There you go. High five me.
How
I'm
the
the
hell
magician.
did you
What are
do
you
that?
doing? Yeah. All right, you're going to find out. First, we got to thank our sponsor. Boom.
Thank you, sponsors.
This is me all the time in real life. No, I don't ever take these out. You know why? Half the time, it's podcasts. The other half of the time, audible.com. Now, sometimes I want to have space adventures and make my life more interesting because I'm actually in some fantasy world. Other times, weirdly enough, I'm learning. Yes, learning. Don't mock me, sir. I buy books like The Rational Optimist by Matt Ridley. This is one of the most mind-expanding books I've ever read. It'll blow your mind to find out how many ways things are just getting better and better for humanity. It reinvigorates your faith in the world. And the best part is, it's totally freezies. No obligation whatsoever. Sign up for your free 30-day trial. Listen to The Rational Optimist. Have your brain melt out your nose and be all like, I'm sorry, it's just my brains. This happens from time to time. And then you don't have to pay a dime. Just say, thanks, Scam School, as long as you go to audible.com/scamschool. But let's face it, we all know what's going to happen. You're going to have your brain melt out your nose, as brains are wont to do. Before you know it, you're like, I just need one more. I just need a little more information. Hey, brother, can you spare an Audible book? Recommendations, please. All right, so here's how I define a good scam school trick. A good scam school trick has to be so dead simple that you can be completely drunk and learn it.
Okay.
I suspect this will be a very good scam school trick. Will the Cards Match was a routine put together by Larry Becker like in the 70s. It was published in Harry Lorraine's Apocalypse, and there's a million different ways to adapt it. We're doing it just straight with cards, but I've seen it done with business cards, with like borrowed items. There's so many things you could do. All you need is 5 random cards that you're gonna tear in half. If you wanna tear them in half easily, if you make them a brick, it's a little bit harder to warp them and tear them. So if you spread them out a bit, then just get it started on one, and then you're able to tear all the way across like this. Yes, like the phone books, exactly. Now there's only one secret move that you need to do, and that is to take one of the sides, pick it up, and count. You need to, I do it as an excuse to verify to make sure I got 5. You're like, I need 5 cards, and you tear them, you're like, hold on, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, we got 5. So this does 2 things.
You reversed it.
It acts as though the order's all even more mixed up because people remember you throwing them around. But more importantly, it sets up the trick. The trick will not work unless you take one of the sides and count down, deal down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Right.
So essentially, this one's in the order you started with, but this one's in the opposite
This
order.
one's reversed,
Got
right? If you want to take the easy route, you don't need to know why it works. Just know that it works to say, will the cards match with the rule of always switching. This business, all you have to do is spell W-I-L-L and so on. It doesn't matter if it's on this one, or if it switches back and forth. None of that. This is what's great. It'll actually fool yourself. Now, here's the thing. If you're interested, if you're one of those crazy creative types, you want to find a new application for this, there is a formula for will the cards match. You start off with 5 in each side, right?
Correct.
The words that work are however many cards there are at that moment minus 1, right? Will works because it's 5 minus 1 is 4, right?
Correct.
9 would also work because it's 5 more. So if you add again the number that you had. So like will works because it's 4. The, T-H-E, is 1 less than the 4 you have at that point.
Correct.
Cards is not 1 less than the 3 you have at
it's
this
5.
moment. Right, but you have 3 in your hands at that moment. And so 2 works, plus 3 is 5 works, plus 3 is 8 works.
Yes.
So
It's
you
a whole
can,
mathematical equation,
yes,
basically.
exactly. So as
Okay.
long as you
That's
pick,
how I count cards in Vegas. You're my man, right?
exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
He's got to get Rain Man in it. I don't understand the problem. So as long as you write your words, and especially
603.
So like, for example, by the time you get to the last word, will the cards, and then match, by the time you get to match, you only have two cards in each side. So theoretically, it should be a 1-letter word, but it could be 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 2 is 5 for
Yes.
M-A-T-C-H. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, now you have a loose understanding of why it works. Here's what's great. You don't even need to know why it works, you just need to know that it works, and that's what I'm gonna have. Boom. Colin, do it.
Let me try it straight.
Oh, what?
without-
You got the goods? Let's see
Can
it.
you do it?
Oh, for a
snap.
second I thought that was gonna be awesome. All right, now, very important step.
You wanted me to fail.
I wanted
didn't
you to fail
wanted me
very
to fail.
badly. It was gonna be epic. All right, now what do? There's an important step.
So now, I'm gonna see how many cards we have here. So just to make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go, you can reverse them. Got
There
it?
you go.
All right, and now, so here's the one part that's a little bit quirky for me, is you gotta be vague in what you promise. Because if what you say is, I've mixed up these cards, people would be like, no you didn't. I just want you to tear them and then count them. So it's like, I kind of push that aside. Like, I'm gonna
Just
try
ignore it.
something. I don't say it's a magic trick, I don't say what'll happen, I'm just like, let's just try something. I'm just gonna, let's go through, say, will the cards match?
Okay, so we're gonna go through and say, will the cards match? And what I want you to do is, as I spell out will, I want you to interrupt me and tell me to switch to the other side, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
So if I start here, right?
Yeah. All right,
start
ready.
going.
Yep.
W.
Switch!
Didn't even
soon.
start.
Yeah, you did.
He started.
Wait.
Switch!
This is going to be a really long card trick.
Now, here's the thing. If you make a distinctive tear, the more distinctive your tear is, the farther away you should set them to set up the possibility that they won't exactly match.
Yeah,
Right,
what
exactly.
I do is I sort of did a key tear. So
You did good.
Right,
All right,
exactly.
next.
Next.
All right, will
The. So now, T,
Go, go, go.
H. I'm not feeling it. E.
you want completeness each time. So every time you go through, set them down. The image that we should have in our mind is every time the cards are on the table and you
It's
throw
time
them
to
forward.
put cards
There you go.
here. There we go. The. Now we're going to do cards.
Switch to that one now.
Yes. C.
Switch. Switch back.
Wait a minute.
Switch again.
Yeah.
He is screwing with your world.
He's trying to make me forget the words. A.
Okay, well done, sir.
And we're done.
All right.
So now we have cards here.
All right,
and we have
push
two
it
cards
forward.
here.
All right, now. I'm not gonna lie. I have not been paying attention to how well you've been doing. So you may very well. Like at this moment, we've tried hard enough to screw with you. That I actually predict that very likely these will not match. And if they do,
They do match.
I will buy you a beer
I think they
A
will
free
match.
beer?
from me.
Why, you, sir, have a deal.
Let's see them. Let's
Let's
pull the
see 'em,
first
then
one.
We'll get one too.
What? Hold on. Go. What?
I-
Go.
no, no.
What? Go.
That's not good.
Oh, and this one obviously can't match.
Wizard powers. Well done, dude.
I told you that
Let's
the first
toast this
few
guy.
would. I did not think the latter one would.
Now, the best part about this routine is how simple it is. In fact, that you can adapt it to any situation you can think of. We taught it in the simplest method with a bunch of playing cards and the phrase, will the cards match? You could just as easily use business cards. Will the names match? You could take matchbooks, tear them in half. In fact, I want to hear about your ideas right there in the comments, right down below. I read all that stuff. It's like a neurosis. I can't stop myself. And in fact, if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com and we should be best friends. You should hit me up on Twitter at Schwood. You should hit me up on Google plus Schwood. And of course, follow me at facebook.com/Schwood. And don't forget that we got scam stuff still rocking strong. We got scam packs, we've got bump keys, we got trick decks, everything you want to bring to the bar to make you look like a badass is right there at scamstuff.com. Now, don't forget to join us next week because for the first time, we're gonna do Scam School the Musical. And by musical, I mean we'll get Ali Spagnola to perform her power hour, you know, where you drink once every minute, all until you're smashed. I'm gonna join the Century Club. It's gonna be amazing.